reality, you do have choices. You just have to own up to the consequences of them.
The second season of Euphoria, the sequel to the first, shows a lot of raw emotion. It's just about getting it all in the pocket. The drama, the violence, the suspense, among other things. The show has no doubt piqued a lot of interest since its debut in 2019.
You know, without anyone snitching.
A lot of people were thrilled and wowed by the relatable nature of it all. The drama was definitely one that seemed relatable, although not as open about it as the drugs and silent tension that usually went on. It's garnered a lot of fans since its inception, and the second season of the show does not disappoint one tiny bit.
Afro, you be painting on TV.
Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be looking at all the secrets you missed in the second season of the series Euphoria. Before we go ahead, we want to remind you to give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our upcoming videos like this one. With that said, let's get right into it.
Well, I don't think of it that way.
What do you mean? You've never thought about your sexuality before?
The season 2 finale was way hotter than we expected. It had not one, but two artists both on and off the high school auditorium. The suspense just might make us pop as the long-awaited second season of the show just dropped. We see so many oh my god moments and the I can't believe he did that scenes. Yeah, we're definitely talking about Nate. The show features a lot of Easter eggs and details you might have missed that may make the show a whole lot more wholesome. Here are all the secrets you missed in Euphoria Season 2.
It feels good to know that you were loved by somebody other than just me. I'm not standing here looking at you like, how could you?
One thing you probably didn't notice about the second season of Euphoria is that there might be a second brother in this chaotic high school mix. Stay buckled to your seats because it just happens that an Easter egg that you may have missed in the existence of a second brother. We all know the talented Jacob Elordi who plays the character of Nate Jacobs in the second and first season of the show. He hinted in an interview with EW. If you haven't seen the second season of Euphoria, here's your chance to back out now as we are going to be getting into some heavy spoilers. Phew. Okay, it's just us now. The pilot episode in this season shows a scene that features some of the most exciting and conspiracy-driven moments in the whole show. This has given conspiracy-driven fans something to really talk about. Towards the end of Cal Jacobs' fit, the man does something that has raised a lot of eyebrows. Well, not the part about him picking up the frame and walking out with it. It's what's in the frame that has raised a lot of questionable brows. He picks up the portrait of the family that is framed up on the wall. After a few moments weighing his options for what seems to be a few seconds, he ends up deciding to take it with him and walks out of the house for what seems like forever. This scene is an emotional twist and a game-changing point. If you've been paying close attention to the show, then you'll find it hard not to notice that this portrait has a big reveal to it. The portrait that he takes with him shows 3 boys in the photo. So far, we've only seen 2 boys, so where is the third? Could this be the existence of a secret brother that we had no idea about? This little Easter egg has sparked fans' curiosity, and it's easy not to create all these crazy theories you want. It's one of the secrets you might have missed in the second series of Euphoria. The third mystery brother has been the talk of the show since the pilot episode where the portrait was first shown. When asked by E! News Weekly, Jacob Elordi did his best not to drop any bombs. I have no idea, Jacob Elordi, who plays Nate Jacobs, explained. When he was asked about the pictures from 2019 when he was being interviewed by EW. "You do realize that there's a different child in this picture?" the reporter asked, and everyone just didn't really say anything. He stayed strong and stuck to his earlier answer and replied with, "I don't know." This season of Euphoria has dropped some huge bombs and we can't wait to see what's next.
You don't get to ruin our lives. And just move on and get to be happier.
The ending of this season definitely leaves a lot of unanswered questions. Fans want to know what happens to who and what goes on with what. The show is most definitely one of the most engaging and relatable shows in recent times. The ending of the second season of Euphoria has raised questions like, will there be a third season? It can't end like that. Yeah, we also want to know these things too, but here are some of the things that you missed about the ending. The season finale's episode, titled "All of My Life My Heart Has Yearned for a Thing I Cannot Name," marked swift conclusion to the crazy Lexi's play called Our Life. Lexi is played by Maud Apatow. In her play, she goes on to prove how underutilized and multifaceted she is as a character. She is maybe the only student in the whole school who isn't sleeping around or on drugs. This is something you might have missed, and it's easy to be able to point out the ones who are on drugs, but to single out that one character might seem a tad tedious.
I'm not the one putting on a play to humiliate and embarrass you. Oh, really? Then what is this?
West Highland High is teaming with a lot of these characters already. Lexi was Rue's Zendaya's best friend before Hunter Schafer, who plays Jules, came into the scene. It gets so bad that Rue even goes as far as telling Lexi she is an observer. That is actually true. She rings different from all of the other characters who have their darkest secrets portrayed in front of a live audience in the play. Hate to say it, but she comes clean when you really look into her character. One of the arrests comes in the final episode where Cal literally takes the term to heart and pisses on the floor of his foyer and leaves his two sons to clean it up. Nate decides to scare him by threatening him with a gun after he finds his dad hanging out with some shady characters. He later puts the gun away after a few very tense moments, and he does this to prove that he can. He eventually calls the police, who are already waiting to take him into custody on a lot of sex crime charges. As for Zendaya's character Rue, we're hoping that she gets better this time and stays clean. Well, we can only dream as we await season 3, and we also sincerely hope that they'll make Fez okay. One thing you probably didn't know about the second season of the show is that the original storyline that was written for season 2 never really aired. Zendaya confirmed her doubts and went as far as saying that the majority of the originally planned season was scrapped. She also added that there are a few other things that remain in the versions that you're now seeing. As she later says, the rewrites weren't a bad idea, which makes us wonder what the writer had planned for us to begin with. It's hard not to get curious. The things that didn't make it definitely needed to die, she says. An example of something that seemed like it was written in a rush was Kat lying about having a brain disorder to get out of a relationship. She goes on to accuse Ethan of gaslighting her, and he suggested that she was not being truthful. Fans said the whole scene seems out of character for Kat and it seems rushed. Barbie and Sam Levinson need to make up now, because what is going on with Kat right now? A fan tweeted. Another added saying, Barbie and Sam Levinson must have had a crazy fight for that breakup scene to be that nonsensical. #Euphoria. Kat's journey this season is a little more internal and a little mysterious to the audience. She is secretly going through a lot of existential crises. The actor told The Cut. She loses her marbles a little bit, just like everyone else in the season. The theme is everyone's gone a little crazy. The second season of Euphoria features a lot of crazy moments. The season finale even leaves a lot of unanswered questions that make it so that we cannot wait for the announcement of season 3. Let us know in the comment section what you think about the second season in general and what part hit you the most. Don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We'll see you next time.